Okay, so have you ever wondered, like, what would happen if you jumped into Jupiter?
Whoa. Okay. That's a big question.
Right.
Yeah, it's like it makes you think about how much we want to know what's out there.
Exactly. And for everyone listening in, we love to explore these kind of crazy what ifs.
Totally.
Yeah,
And I think a lot of you out there are like us. You're fascinated by these huge planets like Jupiter.
for sure. And just like how far we can push things.
Yeah, like what are the limits? What would even happen?
So this deep dive is all about that we're going deep into some seriously extreme situations. Like what if you could actually be inside Jupiter?
Right. It's like a thought experiment gone wild, but with real science behind it.
Exactly. So think of this as like your ultimate guide to Jupiter's insane scale and the crazy things you'd encounter if you were actually there.
Yeah, we'll break it down without getting too lost in the technical stuff.
So you can really get a feel for what it would be like.
Exactly, like a shortcut to understanding this massive and kind of terrifying planet.
Yeah. Okay, so before we jump in, we need to talk about what Jupiter actually is.
Right, lay the groundwork.
So Jupiter is massive.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
It has like 318 times the mass of Earth.
It's mind-blowing, and you could fit 11 Earths across it.
Seriously, and it's mostly made of hydrogen, like 90%.
Right, and the rest is mostly helium with a tiny bit of other stuff like ammonia.
But here's the thing. Jupiter has no solid surface.
Yeah, that's a key difference from Earth.
It's just gas getting denser and denser as you go deeper.
So there's no ground to hit. It's just a constant transition to more extreme conditions.
And even before you get to the atmosphere, there's a big problem.
Oh yeah, the radiation.
Seriously, even at 300,000 kilometers away, you'd be fried.
That's like 3/4 the distance to our moon.
And Jupiter's magnetic field is crazy strong.
Fueled by its moon, Io, which is super volcanic.
Right, Io spews out the sulfur dioxide, which gets caught in Jupiter's magnetic field and makes it even stronger.
So yeah, you'd need a pretty amazing suit just to get close.
Like something straight out of sci-fi with insane radiation shielding.
Definitely not your average spacesuit.
Okay, so let's say you have this miracle suit and you jump.
What happens next?
Well, Jupiter's gravity grabs you.
And it's strong, like 2.5 times stronger than Earth's.
So you're not just falling, you're plummeting.
Yeah, and the speed is insane, like 180,000 kilometers per hour.
That's over 110,000 miles per hour.
Wow. And no parachute's going to save you from that.
Nope. You're going down.
And we actually have some idea what that speed would be like.
Yeah, in 1995, NASA's Galileo probe went into Jupiter's atmosphere.
Intentionally, of course.
Of course. And it was going almost as fast as you in our scenario, like 170,700 kilometers per hour.
So we have real data from something surviving those speeds for a bit.
Can you even imagine that feeling?
It's hard to wrap your head around.
Okay, so you're blasting through space and you hit the ammonia clouds.
About 250 kilometers down.
And it's not just a boring gray.
It's actually really colorful.
Yeah, oranges and browns swirling all around.
But it's super cool.
Like a negative 150 degrees Celsius?
That's negative 240 Fahrenheit.
You'd freeze instantly without your suit.
And then there's the wind.
Oh yeah, the wind is insane.
We're talking 482 kilometers per hour.
That's 300 miles per hour.
It's like a constant super hurricane.
And it's because Jupiter spins so fast.
Right. A day on Jupiter is only 9.5 hours.
So picture yourself tumbling through this freezing, chaotic storm.
It would be absolutely disorienting.
And your suit would be pushed to its limits.
Definitely not a smooth ride.
All right, so you somehow survive the wind and the cold, and you keep falling.
About another 120 kilometers down.
So now you're 370 kilometers below the cloud tops.
And this is important because this is as far as we've ever gotten inside Jupiter.
This is where the Galileo probe stopped transmitting.
It only lasted 58 minutes.
Yeah, that's it. And the reason is the pressure.
At that depth, the pressure was 22 times Earth's surface pressure.
It's like having a small truck on every inch of your body.
That's what crushed the Galileo probe.
Your super suit is holding up but bare.
So we have no idea what's beyond that point.
It's completely unknown territory.
Makes you realize how much we still don't know about Jupiter.
Okay, so you keep falling, and it starts to get dark.
The sunlight can't reach that far down.
And then you see these massive flashes of lightning.
They're way bigger than anything on Earth.
It's like a constant light show, but a terrifying one.
Yeah, and it's getting hotter down here.
The temperature starts to climb.
And the pressure keeps increasing.
It's now 1,000 times Earth's surface pressure.
Imagine 1,000 elephants on top of you.
And you can't call for help.
No. The atmosphere is too dense for radio signals.
You're completely alone.
Trapped in the darkness.
That would be a whole other kind of scary.
The psychological impact would be huge.
Okay, and then things get really weird.
You enter a layer of supercritical fluid.
And this is where it gets hard to explain.
It's not a liquid or a gas. It's like something in between.
It has properties of both.
It's like if you heated water and increased the pressure until the liquid and gas became the same thing.
And it's hot.
Really hot, like 5,500 degrees Celsius.
That's almost 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
Almost as hot as the surface of the sun.
And the pressure is 2 million times Earth's pressure.
It's hard to even imagine.
Your suit is somehow still working, but it's getting really hard to believe.
How could anything survive that?
And then you reach the deep end.
Metallic hydrogen.
This is where the pressure is so extreme that hydrogen acts like a metal.
It's incredibly dense and it conducts electricity.
And it's thought to be what creates Jupiter's magnetic field.
This layer is huge.
Thousands of kilometers deep.
And the pressure is so strong you can't go back up.
You're stuck.
There's no escape.
Some scientists think there might be a core even deeper down.
Maybe rocky, maybe metallic.
But it doesn't really matter at this point.
You're not coming back from this.
So yeah, jumping into Jupiter is not a good idea.
It's a one-way trip to a very unpleasant ending.
Let's quickly recap this journey.
So first, you'd have to deal with the radiation.
Then the crazy speed and the freezing cold.
Then the insane pressure of the darkness.
And the lightning storms.
And then the super hot, supercritical fluid.
And finally, the metallic hydrogen that traps you forever.
Not exactly a vacation spot.
It shows you how powerful nature can be.
And how extreme the universe can get.
So we should be thankful for probes like Juno.
They can explore these places without risking human lives.
And they send back amazing data.
Which is how we know all this crazy stuff.
Okay, so here's a final thought for you.
If Jupiter is this extreme, what else is out there?
What other weird and amazing things are waiting to be discovered?
It really makes you think about the possibilities.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Jupiter.
Keep those questions coming.
And keep exploring the universe.
And until next time, stay curious.
See you later. Bye.